I'll let you know whenever.
All right, folks. So, as many of you know that have been following my social media, that my girlfriend was involved in a very bad accident in her 4x4 E350 van. She has one very similar to mine, and she was going up to the ski park where she works on the weekends, and what happened is she hit some black ice. The roads just looked wet to her, but she hit some black ice. It caused her to spin out. She hit a guardrail and then spun around and then was hit directly in the driver's door by a semi. So that kind of gets you guys up to date for those that haven't seen what's going on. So if you're following the channel and you're wondering why there hasn't been videos, it's because I've been in the hospital with her ever since Saturday, December 12th. She's doing extremely well. I mean, I'm so impressed with this woman. I just can't even tell you guys. Her great attitude and just willingness to fight through everything just impresses me, and even the staff here just can't believe how well she's doing. She ended up with again, just kind of recapping for those that don't know, she ended up with a torn diaphragm from some broken ribs, and that caused her stomach and intestines to go up inside her, kind of in the cavity where her lung should be, and it caused her lung to collapse. And then on top of that, she has a vertebrae that has a hairline fracture, and then one on her back with a hairline fracture. She also has a shoulder with a hairline fracture in it as well. So anyways, I mean, lot of damage. Right now, she currently has 2 tubes in her chest that are helping keeping her lung inflated. And then on top of that, she has 1 tube that's going into her stomach, where they had to do emergency surgery on her to, obviously fix that diaphragm and fix the other things. So if you're wondering why you haven't seen any videos on the channel, this is why. This is my priority right now. We're working very hard on trying to, I'm just trying to be there for her and, just take care of every need that she needs. She's currently in the room right now sleeping. I'm outside, just outside in the hallway talking to you guys. But she is she's doing very well. This morning was very exciting. We got to have coffee together. She's able to now get out of bed, and with the help of the physicians and the nurses staff here, which I want to say I'm at the St. Charles and Ben, and the nurses here have been absolutely fantastic. So helpful and just really kind people. So I'm so appreciative for that as well. But anyways, this morning, we were able to, and actually yesterday morning too, we were able to do it, but we've got a recliner in the room, and she is able to get out of the, out of her chair, out of her bed, and then over to the recliner, and we were able to enjoy some coffee. A couple days ago, she was released from an all-clear liquids diet to being able to eat some regular food, so that's, I think, made a huge difference in her too, as well as just having a little bit of that normalcy back in her. And every morning when we were together, with our vans, she would come over to my van and hang out inside, and we'd always kind of hang out and have some coffee inside the van and just talk about our day before, kind of going off our separate ways to do whatever we needed to do. So being able to have that coffee in the mornings is just kind of that little bit of normalcy in our lives, and I can really tell that it improves her spirit a lot. So anyways, we don't know when she's going to get out of the hospital at this point. Today is Thursday. I'm not sure what the date is. I think it's the 17th or something, maybe. But until we can get those tubes out, we don't know when she's going to be released, but I'm going to be here with her until that time. Her van is totaled, and that's really unfortunate because it is her home and her life. So I was able to, from the hospital, get the van moved out of the towing company because they were charging us, every day for it to be sitting there, and a small off-road garage in Redmond offered to hold it for us and store it for us free of charge until we can get it over to AJ's, and that garage is Dirt Road Garage in Redmond. So I just want to give them a good shout out, because I really appreciate and we appreciate them doing that for us and stuff. So if you're ever in the Central Oregon area and you're looking to add some mods to your rig, definitely go check them out. And they're called Dirt Road Garage. But I can't thank Trevor enough for offering us that space to store it, because like I said, Meagan's entire life is inside that van. So we definitely want to take some care to go through it and try to recover as much as we can, and you know, start putting her life back together. And speaking of putting her life back together, you know, I have started a GoFundMe, and many of you are already aware of it, and I appreciate the overwhelming response already. But Meagan had, you know, she had liability insurance. She also had personal injury insurance, which is great, so that will help her with her medical bills and stuff. I'm sure she's still going to have some stuff we're going to have to, you know, cover. But the big thing is unfortunately, she kind of fell in that trap that because the van was older, that she didn't feel like there would be any value. Or the insurance company kind of basically told her there would be no value, and it wasn't really worth paying full coverage. So she wasn't paying full coverage, which, you know, we'll have to address that in the future. But she has no, she's not going to get any money from the van for sure. So she has no money for putting towards a new van. And I know, just because I've been with her, that, you know, this was her home, and so she was investing all her free money into this van and building it and making it a home. So she's, yeah, so she needs some help now. She basically, when it comes down to it, she needs some help. And so anyways, I've linked to GoFundMe down in the description. If you guys want to help, I really appreciate it. You know, just keep the donations, you know, comfortable. I realize it's Christmas and you guys are all doing stuff, but there's enough people that follow my channel that I know that we can reach the goal that we need to get to. So anyways, I want to thank you guys. We're going to get back to doing some videos. We're also, I'm already working with AJ's 4x4 vans, and they've already, you know, stepped up to say that they're going to donate their efforts to help build a new van for Meagan. So I really appreciate those guys. They're just a bunch of top-notch guys there, and I just can't appreciate them enough. So anyways, we just got to get her a new van, and that's kind of what the GoFundMe is about. They need something to work with. They need something to work with there. So she had, like I said, her van was a E350 7.3 liter 2001, and I want to get her the same thing, because that's what she loves and that's what she wanted. And you know, of course, you know, caring about her the way I do, you know, you always want to do whatever you can for that person you care about. You know how much you want to make everything all right. So this is that one thing that I want her to get back to, feeling like she can just focus on healing and not worry about like where she's going to live when she's, you know, back to 100%. When we get done with the hospital, she's going to move to her mom's and dad's, and she will be able to recover there. But yeah, I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to help her move into a new van that will go along with her new lease on life. Because I tell you what, guys, if you see the thumbnail of this video, you'll realize just how lucky she is to be alive, and how lucky I am to still have her in my life. And I'm very pleased about that. So anyways, thank you guys for everything. Thank all of you that have already supported her. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys again outside.